Have you ever wondered why the phrase "made in China" is so common? Look at your smartphone. Check the tag on your shirt. Flip over a toy. The chances are high that it began its life in a Chinese factory. This global manufacturing dominance did not emerge from thin air. It was not a happy accident of history or simply a story about low wages. Instead, it was the result of a deliberate and powerful national strategy, a master plan executed with stunning precision. The core idea behind this plan is remarkably simple, yet its implications are vast. The strategy can be distilled into 4 powerful words: one city, one industry. This concept is exactly what it sounds like. Rather than encouraging every city to be jack of all trades, China's planners guided specific urban centers to become world-class specialists in a single product. Imagine a city where every street, every factory, and every worker is dedicated to making one thing. Like socks, like electronics. This intense focus creates an ecosystem unlike any other. It turns a simple city into a hyper-efficient production engine. This model was repeated, refined, and scaled across the country, creating a network of specialist hubs that together form the backbone of the world's workshop. The journey from a basic concept to global reality involved immense coordination. It required transforming entire regions, building infrastructure from scratch, and cultivating specific skill sets within the local population. A city focused on ceramics would get different support than one focused on microchips. The roads, the power grids, the vocational schools, the local regulations were all tailored to serve the needs of that one designated industry. This is not just about building companies. It is about building entire industrial ecologies from the ground up, city by city, until a continental-scale manufacturing machine was assembled and switched on. This single-minded approach fundamentally rewired the economics of production. By concentrating all the necessary elements in one geographic location, China dramatically reduced the friction that slows down manufacturing elsewhere. Delays in sourcing a tiny component, the difficulty of finding a skilled engineer, or the time spent shipping materials between distant suppliers, all of these problems dissolve when everything you need is just a few blocks away. This master plan is the secret ingredient that explains not just that China makes so much, but how it manages to do it so quickly and so affordably, solidifying its role as the indispensable factory for the rest of the world. To truly grasp the scale of this strategy, it is helpful to look at specific examples. The specialization is not just a vague guideline. It is a concrete reality that defines the economic life of hundreds of cities. This is the blueprint made real, a directory of China's specialist powerhouses. Shenzhen, electronics and hardware, for example, smartphones. Yiwu, small consumer goods like toys and decorations. Dongguan, components and small parts, for example, screws and casings. Suzhou, precision manufacturing, for example, medical devices. Wenzhou, electrical equipment and lighters. Jingdezhen, ceramics and porcelain. Datong, Shaodong, socks. Each city acts as a global center of excellence, attracting buyers, designers, and engineers from all over the world. This focus is so absolute that the city's name becomes synonymous with its product. Shenzhen, once a quiet fishing village, is now the undisputed hardware capital of the world. Yiwu operates the world's largest wholesale market for small commodities, a sprawling complex where you can buy everything from Christmas decorations to plastic toys by the container load. Dongguan serves as the world's component drawer, a city dedicated to making the millions of tiny, unglamorous parts that are essential for assembling finished products. Each city has a distinct personality, shaped entirely by the product it has been tasked to master for the global market. The list goes on, revealing an astonishing level of granularity. Wenzhou is famous for low-voltage electrical equipment, but it is also a global hub for producing lighters. So many lighters are made in its surrounding towns that their annual output exceeds the total number of people on the planet. Jingdezhen has a much longer history, having been the center of imperial porcelain production for over 1,000 years, a legacy of skill that it now applies to modern ceramics. And then there is the town of Datong, often called Sock City, which single-handedly produces over 40% of the world's entire supply of socks. The true genius of the one city, one industry model lies in the economic principle of industrial clustering. When an entire supply chain is compressed into a small geographic area, magical things happen to cost and speed. In a typical manufacturing setup, a company might wait weeks for a crucial part shipped from overseas. In Shenzhen, that same part can be sourced from a factory a few kilometers away and delivered in hours. Consider building a new smartphone. In Huaqiangbei, an entrepreneur can walk into a market and find every component: screens, batteries, casings, microchips, cameras, tiny screws. If a design changes, a custom part can be ordered nearby and be ready the next day. Rapid feedback between design, sourcing, assembly drastically cuts development time and speeds innovation. Inventory costs plummet. Factories stop stockpiling. The density also creates a deep pool of specialized labor. In a shoe city, stitching machine operators, sole pattern engineers, equipment technicians. The city's physical infrastructure becomes optimized for the industry. Local governments compete, offering tax breaks, streamlined permits, land for development. Every element of the city, from people to pavement, aligns to serve a single industrial purpose, an ecosystem of unparalleled efficiency. The rapid formation of these industrial clusters was not left to chance. It was actively guided and accelerated by local governments, playing a crucial role as a facilitator, playing a crucial role as a competitor. When a city was designated to be a hub for textiles, local authorities moved mountains to make it happen. They would clear land. They would build enormous factory zones. They would ensure reliable electricity. They would ensure reliable water. They slashed bureaucratic red tape. Often you could go from an empty plot to a fully operational factory in under 90 days. A bold, risky strategy amplified this speed. Speculative manufacturing. Factories often don't wait for firm orders. They start producing in advance. They manufacture massive quantities of products. They manufacture massive quantities of components. They bet that buyers will eventually come. That bet can lead to huge losses if demand never appears. But when it pays off, the advantage is massive. A global company needs 10 million units of a new product. Chinese factories can ship them almost immediately because goods are already in warehouses. Fast setup plus speculative production creates incredible agility and scale. Producers can respond to sudden global trends with unmatched speed. A toy goes viral. Yiwu factories ramp up production almost overnight. The whole manufacturing base becomes a responsive, elastic entity that can pivot in near real time. Risk is managed by the sheer scale and diversity of the global market. Local government roles go beyond infrastructure. Officials act as champions for local industry, competing to offer the best conditions. They offer subsidies. They help companies secure loans. They lead trade delegations to find customers. Internal competition between cities creates a dynamic environment. Each hub strives to be better, faster, and cheaper. It's a state-guided system using localized, market-driven competition to meet national goals. The story of China's manufacturing prowess is often oversimplified as a tale of cheap labor. While low wages were certainly a factor in the beginning, they are not the main reason for its continued dominance today. The true source of its power is more profound and strategic. China did not just build successful companies. It built entire industrial cities, each one a hyper-specialized cog in a vast, interconnected machine. This one city, one industry master plan allowed for the creation of dense, efficient supply chains and deep pools of specialized talent that are nearly impossible to compete with on cost or speed. This model demonstrates a different way of thinking about industrial development. It is a system where geography is weaponized to create efficiency. The clustering of suppliers, manufacturers, and skilled workers in one place eliminates the friction of distance and time. The active role of local governments in building tailored infrastructure and slashing bureaucracy supercharges the entire process. The result is a manufacturing ecosystem that is not just big, but also incredibly fast and flexible. As you reflect on the sheer scale of this achievement, consider the level of coordination and long-term vision required to execute such a plan across an entire continent. The rise of China as the world's workshop is a testament to the power of deliberate, large-scale industrial planning. It shows that a nation's economic destiny can be actively shaped and directed through strategic choices. The network of specialized cities, electronics markets of Shenzhen, sock factories of Datong, did not happen by accident. It was designed, it was built, it was scaled. The lesson is clear and carries a weight that resonates far beyond factory floors and shipping ports. Manufacturing is planned power,